2023 will definitely be a very different way of doing business. There's no question about that. The past couple of years has affected the way that buyers buy, people think and people react and people feel things. Things are very, very different. And actually, I'm not surprised there's so many businesses are actually collapsing, because they're still doing business the way that they did business years ago. And quite honestly, if you're doing business the same way you were doing business, say, pre-pandemic, 2019, you're going to face some kind of trouble. Now, of course, there's some businesses that are always going to be immune. In 2023, they'll still be immune. I mean, people are still going to be buying Apple products, that's a fact. And even if things have changed, they'll still go through the same routine, and Apple will still do the same old things, reinvent, relaunch, and so on. But if we are just a normal, regular business, we have to start doing things different. So here's a short list of things that I would definitely advise any of my clients to start thinking about and to be doing in 2023. Because if you don't do these things, things will either remain the same or they will go down. There's absolutely no question. One of the first things you need to do is you need to ditch the uncertainty. There's no reason for uncertainty. You don't have to be uncertain. Why are you uncertain? You can be as certain as you want to be. You can make things as certain as they can be. But of course that takes some kind of planning and possibly unplugging and switching off a lot of the negative energy and negative voices around you. A big one always for me is brand up. Now, most businesses just have a brand and they have it at the front of the shop, but they have it on their magazine, they have it on their website, they have it on their social media and so on. That actually really isn't how a brand works. A brand is designed to give you an everlasting impression in the mind of somebody who sees that brand. So to brand up, we have to become instantly recognizable. And of course that can involve a few things with a brand. It can involve something as simple as a meme. Let's take an example of a meme. Meme is just the symbol you see for the railway is this direction. We just see the line symbol, but it doesn't say the word railway. That's a meme. In other words, it's something that sticks. When we see it, we know what it is. But with a brand, if you're not branded up, you must be branded up in 2023. The attention span is almost zero now, and the trust and attachability is very different to how it used to be. So people want to see, they want to be reassured, they want to know that you've been there, they want to know that you're a pro, and people associate brands with a higher level of business. So you need to brand up. You need to be doing, the third point, you need to be doing mass visibility. How visible are you? How visible can you be? It's interesting, I've referred to this so many times when I've spoken to clients. I worked with a mentor client whose business had been there for 60 years. And when I asked him in the middle of Birmingham city centre in England, I said, how many people know about your business around you? He says, everybody knows. We've been here for 60 years. Everybody knows our business. I said, okay. So we stood outside the front of his shop, maybe 20 feet away from the front of his premises, and we asked people walking past, have you heard of? And more people said no than actually said yes. So he thought being there for 60 years had made him visible. Actually, being there 60 years was making him invisible, because he wasn't doing everything he could do to create mass visibility within that city. And creating mass visibility isn't that hard, but we need to ask the question, do we have mass visibility? Are we visible to all the public, all the people online, offline, that we want them to buy our stuff? We have to become more inclusive, because Gen Z are the biggest buyers now, and Gen Z demand, they don't want it, they are demanding inclusivity. So we have to do a review around our building, our business, our property, our website, and ask a simple question, are we an inclusive business? There's lots of research you can do about that online. Just go online and find out how to be inclusive, but make sure it sounds authentic. Make sure you don't sound as though you're just jumping on the bandwagon because you want a sale. When is the last time you did a marketing and positioning audit? It's always interesting for me that businesses do the same thing day in and day out. And sometimes they do one piece of marketing. Like I was speaking to a client the other day, all they do is Instagram. And frankly, they do it terrible. They post tons and tons of pictures, tons and tons of video, tons and tons of detail, but all the hard work it goes into doing those videos in their home, in their office, at the studio, wherever they are, and nobody sees it. Listen, even social media, they will not give you traffic for free unless you're willing to commit to paying for that traffic. So, you have to do a marketing and a positioning audit of your business. What position are you? You may not be the position you think you are. I meet lots of businesses that say, yeah, we're probably the number one, number two in this town, whatever. But actually, when you look at their position, they're nothing like that. So have a look at the marketing. Ask yourself the simple question, is it working? Does my marketing work? Does it really work for my business? Or am I just doing what I'm supposed to be doing in the marketing? If you haven't done a marketing audit post-COVID, you are going to be in trouble. Because again, the way people look at things, see things and do things is different. Number 6, do you have a purpose to your business? Is there a purpose behind your organisation? Are you circular? Are you giving back? It's fascinating to watch some of the huge brands like H&M and Zara. They're working really, really hard to build in this circular positioning, this purpose behind them, where they have become more, they claim to have become more aware of planet Earth and they claim to be giving back. And actually, I read one of them, they went through a website, they checked everything, and they're only 30% there, but at least they've made a start. I thought 30% is better than 0%. So do we have a purpose? Are we sustainable? Are we showing love to planet Earth, to people, to the community? Number 7, be different. How different are we? If we just have a coffee shop serving coffee, that is not different. What is the difference between your business and their business? If you have a business doing anything, you have to ask yourself, am I doing my business different to the way they're all doing it? And if you're not doing anything different, it's not different, it's the same. And the same by definition makes you a choice, not the only option. So you've got to be different, but different is done by design. You have to design things to be different. It won't be different just because of it. Number 8 is Generation Z. We may think we know our customers, but I know through my own research, Generation Z are a very different bunch. They think different. The first generation grew up with the web built into them. They're very different. If you don't know Generation Z, how they think, and you do an advertising the way you used to do it, they will not read your advertising and they won't believe a word that you're saying. So you have to discover them, step into their world, and offer yourself as good enough to be part of what they want from their product, from their service, from their consumption, from their buying. Video. Are we utilising video in our business? It's something that I've been weak at and making a big effort this year to really embrace more video. But are we embracing video that we should be embracing video? Just look at the video snacks, so the reels, stories, TikTok. People love them, and there's 30 billion videos and films being watched, being consumed every single day. You heard that number right, 30 billion. That's so that's more than videos being watched daily than people on the planet. Are we utilising watching videos to build our business, to get our message across, to share who we are? And if we're doing videos, are they tuned in so that they're attracting the right people and we are getting what we want from all the effort that we put into videos? Number 10, film. More and more companies are making films because in a film you can tell your story. You can reveal everything. You can show what you really are doing in the background, but you can also build the myth and the legend through a film. A film will put your company on a whole different level. And quite frankly, building a film, making a film, you're talking from a £30,000 start easily. And £100,000 is nothing to make a film. £250,000 will give you a comfortable start to make a film. But however, if you do your research properly online, I'm filming this right now with the latest iPhone and just using software on my Mac computer. So you can still do it on your iPhone, but make sure you get the lighting right. I've got lights here behind us just to blast up the light a little bit more and to give it a more defined look to it. But videos, reels and so on, be authentic, tell your story, show the position and show the purpose in your business. Just use video. And finally, number 11, stop conforming. Number one issue I find working with businesses is that every business, although they think they're different, they are absolute conformists. Because they think if they have a grocery shop, they have to run it, display it and do it like a grocery shop. If they have a shoe shop, they think they have to run it and sell it and do it like a shoe shop. You need to start thinking differently about this thing, different approach. If I'm going to sell more shoes, what is it a buyer would love from a shoe shop to get them to come in and buy those shoes? What is it? One thing's for sure, online shopping is up 60%, and those that are killing it online shopping are using augmented reality. So for instance, when I buy my spectacles, my glasses from Zillow allow me to take a picture of my face and to put the glasses that I'm looking at on their website on my face so I can see exactly how they look. That's when augmented reality is absolutely brilliant. That's when you have to stop conforming, playing by the rules and doing things different. So guys, if you want more success in 2023 for your business, I strongly advise that you listen to these 11 points again. Stop being uncertain, brand up, build mass visibility, become inclusive, do a positioning and marketing audit, build more purpose within your business, be different, discover Generation Z, utilize the use of video snacks, tell your story through film, and of course start breaking some rules. These things will make a huge difference, I guarantee it, to any kind of business you have. And I'm talking about, I've worked with hundreds upon hundreds of businesses and I've used similar strategies in all those businesses. If you utilize these small tips in your business, I guarantee 2023 will give you a year that you probably wanted for years and years before. Okay guys, Alan from Orange Beetle. Don't forget, subscribe below to get more stuff like this.